How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy KG for Life here with a video. So I took me a while for me to get this build somewhat perfected. People who are having trouble with doing anything above ample of damage that they need to do, in Red Velvet and so on and so forth. I have the team for you. People always tend to ask, what team am I using? What am I doing? What toppings, biscuits, you name it. All the extra names that you want to have. And we're gonna go through that. At first, I'm gonna say this off first. All of my treasures are level 12. So you're gonna get the Pilgrim Scroll, the Whistle, and the Jelly Watch. With that being said, the Jelly Watch is going to be sorry, my language. The Whistle's all about getting a two cookies with the highest attack, right? So that being said, this isn't perfect. But if you want to do at least 1 billion damage per run, the minimum you can do is about 1 billion. That is the minimum you can do with this team. Now, you can do more with better stats, better all of that stuff. So what we did here is we have Rebel Cookie running Solid Almond at 45.5% damage resist, and like attack speed just a little bit above 4%. And the reason why I did that is to make sure that he finishes his ultimate faster enough, and then you're able to keep on going with it. Next, the Biscuit is running all cooldown 1 crit resist. You can change that crit resist for more cooldown to make your life a little bit more easier and well balanced, well maintained. In total, this is what you want your top your damage your gear to look like on Rebel. At least 50% damage resist. Sorry if you hear the kid in the background. I'm a new dad. Damage resist. I'm so sorry. Anyways, we're not gonna cut that out. And then at least 12% cooldown. He's talking. He's talking a lot. Okay, so 12% cooldown is like your max that you want to be at. Minimum to maximum you want to be at 12% cooldown with Solid Almond. The reason why I put Solid Almond on him, just so he can be able to stay alive. Next we are running Shadow Milk Cookie. Shadow Milk Cookie is running a mixture, so he's running sweet apple jelly and Swift chocolate. He wants to focus on crit, and attack speed is his forte. The more attacks, the better, of course. Other than that, his biscuit doesn't matter. To be honest, you can run a biscuit that has something 10 times better if you really feel like you need to. But I'm doing 1 billion damage on him with no extra stuff on him. So like, and that's good. That's great that you can do that, to be honest. So if you want to run more, if you want to run more attack, run more attack. If you want to run more damage resist, run more damage resist. Anything that looks better for you as a player, that looks more anything that looks better for you. I'm laughing because he wasn't doing this before I started recording this video, just so y'all know that he was not doing this. So it's whatever you feel comfortable with doing with him, and that's what I would tell you, because right now this is what I have as a biscuit, and I'm still doing 1 billion damage. Okay. the toppings, for instance, I have him set at 38.8% crit percent and 10% cool attack speed. That's like your main goal, is these three stats: crit, cooldown, and attack speed. Damage is just not that much. You don't really care about damage resist. So attack speed, cooldown, and crit are your best friends on him. If you want to get a biscuit that has something along the lines of that, so like if I just want to go here and just be weird about it and actually put a really good biscuit on him, I could just go like this, and attune these. And as you can tell, it doesn't matter at all. Like if it does that, you just break it. Doesn't really matter. Like these ones don't need to be staying up here at all. Let's see. I do hate that they have these things happening like that. To be honest, I hate that so much. But we're gonna try to attune some of these the right way here. Hmm. Hmm? Give it a second, guys. I'm trying to do this the right way. That is absolutely insane, to be honest. That all of my things did not run. And I want to show y'all how bad this is, to be honest. This is very bad. Very bad. It shouldn't be doing that. It really should not be that hard. Okay, so like, let's say if you really want to have something worthwhile, I would tell you some cooldown, more crit. Like this would be perfect right here. This would be amazingly perfect for him. More crit. You can reset this to whatever you feel comfortable with resetting it to, because as you can see from anything else, it works pretty well. Um, and as you can see there, I was able to get that done, and it's equipped to him. So I'm going to select that preset. So now he has extra crit on top of all the other crit that he has. So right now he's at 60% crit because of that. Now, let's move on to a person that nobody has seen in a while. Prune Juice Cookie. Prune Juice is really all over the place. I'll tell you that right now, because he's good with no matter what you put on him. He's good no matter what you do. So what I have for him is a bunch of attack, some cooldown, and some damage resist, just a little bit. Whatever you can get the mix of, get the mix of that. That's what you want the mix to be of. Biscuit as well. I'm doing 1 billion damage without worrying about it. But if you can get more attack on the biscuits, you're probably going to do more than a billion damage. At least a billion. Now, for this cookie here, Black Sapphire Cookie, he's running Searing Raspberry as well. And like I said, for him, he's fine where he's at. You don't really need it to complete as much as possible. I'm giving you this build as somebody who's on this account, low end, is doing 1 billion damage flat. So, there's bigger builds out there for higher ended guilds. This is not a higher end guild build. Okay, so if you're gonna go in the comments and say, oh, but this is that, that's not what this is for. This is for people who are in a low ended guild that want to do more damage and is having trouble doing more damage, right? So on a biscuit, like I said, doesn't matter, of course. But now we're gonna go to Black Sapphire. Now Black Sapphire is probably the one that you really have to actually, try to get his stats the way that they need to be. And what I mean by that is, if you can get his if you can get poison on all 4 stats of his beast kit, you're going to do more damage tenfold. That is plain and simply it. More damage, more poison damage on his beast kit, you're gonna get more damage. That's all he needs. He's running a searing raspberry with a topping set as a I will tell you this, don't go above 9% cooldown. Keep him below 9%. Keep him in the 9% ratio. That's what I would tell people to do. Keep him in 9%. The more attack, the better. That's pretty much what he does. And the more poison, the better on that. Okay, so that's what you want to do here. Now, for our girl here, Candy Apple, she's running a mixture of solid almond and swift chocolate. You want as much damage resist as possible because she does do a lot of damage. Damage comes back to her and it hits her with a lot. So 46% damage resist is great. Cooldown is 4.4%, which is even better. The beast kit is all about cooldown and damage resist. If you can make all these damage resist, you'll be perfect as well. The more damage resist, the better she is to stay alive. So more damage resist on the beast kit will work out wonders. More damage resist on your toppings will work out wonders. Because she's there to stay alive and keep the buffs going. That's what she's there for. She's there to keep the buffs going and make you do more damage. So that's the build, of course. And I did change it a little bit, so I may actually do something crazy this time. So as you can see here, though, so the whistle's going to Juicy is going to these two. Sometimes you don't want it to go to these two, but you want to put it to these two. If you give it to Shadow Milk, by all means, give it to Shadow Milk. That'll be fine. But with how I've been building this team, they get the whistle and it works out wonders. All right, so let's get into a practice mode. This is at level 105, by the way. Okay, this is level 105, and I'm going to show you exactly how this team really can handle close to higher tier boss battles. Make sure you queue up Rebel. Make sure he's there. Make sure that Black Sapphire goes last because he heals. Black Sapphire heals, so everybody needs to go but him. But it's a spam team. So what I mean by spam team is it's going to be, you have to make sure you keep on clicking. You gotta make sure you keep on clicking and keep on going. And as you can see, I'll show you at the end, because I always tend to forget. I'll show you at the end. As you can see, the damage reflection on Candy Apple. Watch. Oh, well, it kind of went away at that point. But as you can see, I just did 2.9 billion damage. And the people that are doing the most damage is Prune Juice and Black Sapphire. Yes, one support is doing a lot of damage. Makes total sense, of course. So I would tell you, and then he also heals along with him. He heals too. But yeah, like this team off the rip does great. For anybody without any and I'll show you this too, because a lot of people are gonna ask what's all this about. So I'm gonna show you exactly how low-ended this team can be doing that much damage. And that shows that one thing right there. That all of my stuff is at level 1. And I'm not even all the way to the back here. Yeah, level 1, level 2, level 1s, level 2s, level 3s. You don't need that much stuff into this cookie, into those cookies to do more damage, correct? You don't need that. The minimum that this team can do, and I've asked other people, the minimum damage this team can do is 1 billion. You could get unlucky and do less than 1 billion, but I would guarantee it that it stays at 1 billion if you do it right. Now, there's if you can't get their stuff up right, if you can't do if you can't like do their skills or whatever, you know what I mean? Then sometimes that happens when Candy Apple dies right away. You always got to be careful with that. Because if Candy Apple dies, it kind of mitigates the point of you not having a lot of damage, knowing what it does. But I feel like you still can do, with the cookie dying before it ends, with a cookie dying, you still can do a billion. As you can see there. That's with a cookie dying at the beginning. Um, I want to preface I want to preface this. This is a lower ended build. If you're in a high ended guild, you know, mid 200s, high 100s, this is not going to work for you because you're gonna lose out on damage, then gain on damage. All right, so that's what you don't want to do. All right, so this is for the people who are having trouble keeping up, having trouble keeping their damage output normal per se, because this is normal damage even for a lower ended guild. And you know, I'm probably, what I'm gonna do is do an extra video showcasing how much of a lower end you can go and still do a lot of damage. And I can be able to show y'all that. But like you see, it keeps on going up from there, and that is after I switched out what's the face's beast kit. His other beast kit that I had on him didn't really do that much. So, like I said, this is a very very low ended, high damage output build. Okay. I have a high ended build, but I kind of just, you know, I want to stick to the lower end to help more people. Okay, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna run slowly through these again so y'all can see them, screenshot them, and send them out on the way. We got Rebel, as you can see there. All the gear here. I'm gonna pop up all the gear so you can see all the gear too. Pop. Pop. And Black Sapphire. And you can see the Beastkit option right here too, by the way. If you get confused and you can't see what the Beastkit says, it's right there at the bottom. If anything new is at the bottom, it'll show you at the bottom. Alrighty. Well, boys, I really hope this helped you. I have a lower ended video coming out again as well. But for the new Living Abyss, the new Living Abyss has a new team. So that's going to be another video for the lower ended people out there. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. I greatly appreciate it if you do. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.